everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Preeti and I garden here in Zone 6, and today I wanted to do a little tour of my front garden. It is almost the third week of March, almost the beginning of spring, and the snow for us is finally starting to melt, and I'm so excited to finally see the ground. And although it's not completely melted, I just wanted to do a little video and do a bit of an assessment of where my garden is before I start to do spring cleanup and pruning. As you can see, I have these also easy double red roses here, which I need to prune, and they have kind of suffered a little bit of damage this winter because there has been a lot of snow since January that hasn't melted, and it kind of has turned into more of a rock, and it's bent a few of these branches. So I need to come in here and I need to do a bunch of pruning. And I also have some bobo hydrangeas here with broken stems. As you can see, there's been a lot of damage this winter, and I'm a little concerned, but I think because these are panicle hydrangeas, they should be okay to flush out new growth and new stems, and I think it'll be okay if I gave them a hard prune, because obviously any branches that are damaged I'm going to have to remove and give it a good prune. Yeah, a lot of broken branches, and part of my plan is also to relocate some of these because this area here gets a lot of snow dumped on because when I clear my driveway, and that's what is happening. It's breaking a lot of these branches, and I need a different plan for it, and I will share with you what I'm planning to do with this front garden area. I am going to do a bit of a redesign in this part, and I will take you along when I do that. I'm waiting for the ground to thaw a little bit before I start creating my plan for this front garden, but for now I will clean this up and I will wait to relocate it once I create a new space for my bed. So yeah, a lot of echinacea is still on the ground. I left it for the birds all winter, and I will come out and prune this as well, but as you can see, there's a lot of dried blooms, dried flowers, and I didn't do much of a cleanup, and I see some signs of life. I had planted some tulips and daffodils in here, and I can see some signs of life, and I think whatever survived the squirrel attack will ultimately bloom here, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, I mean, it's looking really good. Lots of cleanup to do here, as you can see, and let me just share with you as well what I'm planning to do here in the front yard. So as you know, I have a couple of giant yew shrubs here, and my plan this summer or this spring is to kind of remove one of this yew shrub. So this giant yew shrub, I want to get rid of it, and I also want to get rid of this little boxwood that is in between these two shrubs and open up that area and create a little path from my front door out and extend my landscape out a little bit more here, and also on this side. So I have a lot of plants here, and I kind of want to have some sort of a walkway in the middle and have garden beds on both sides, and relocate some of those hydrangeas back in these in the front here a little bit, so that they don't get so damaged by snow, and rethink my plan for this side. I might just plant some bulbs in there, peonies and lilies and all of that, which die back in the winter and don't suffer as much structural damage. So that's what I'm planning to do with that. And then there's a lot of cleanup that I need to do on this side as well. Here lots of plants are looking okay. This side is not as damaged because there is snow cover, but it's not like a lot of snow being dumped from shoveling, so this is fairly okay. As you can see over here, my lavender is starting to green as well. And yeah, lots of plants are starting to wake up a little bit. But as you can see, there's a lot of cleanup to do, and I like to come out here this time of the year and assess any damage. I can see a lot of leaning on my roses. They will need a lot of pruning to open them up, and this is a completely new rose garden that I created here, which will also need a lot of pruning. So I have to come out here and do a little bit of cleanup. I have the little zebra miscanthus right here, which also needs cleaning. I have the Lillian's Jewel Japanese maple here, which I also recently planted last year, so it is going to, I'm excited to see it bloom. I need to come in here, and this is my smoke bush tree, which I need to kind of come and shape and clear the bottom branches and kind of open up the trunk. So there's a lot of pruning jobs to be done, and that is something that will slowly happen this month over time. And I just came out here today to see where the plants are at, and I can see a little bit of activity as the ground is slowly starting to thaw in this sunny, warm day today. It's almost 13 degrees here in Toronto today, and it's beautiful. I have some lilies that are starting to peak. So yeah, it's lots of little signs of life, which is exciting to see. This is the salvia here, and yeah, lots of life that is slowly starting to unfurl. And I'm really excited to show you this front garden and what it's doing right now as it's slowly starting to wake up. I don't see a lot of bulbs popping, and it could be because the squirrels ate a lot of them. I'm gonna have to wait and watch and see what survived here. But as you can see, these roses are going to need a lot of pruning. One of the shrub is kind of leaning forward because, as I told you, there was a lot of ice that was over on top of it with the shoveling, and it did suffer some damage there. But I think it's something it can recover from. And there's a lot of black spot on these remaining leaves, which wasn't there last year. So I think over the course of winter and the dampness from all the snow, I'm gonna have to clean out and dispose of all of these leaves, and really clean this up when the snow melts here. So just taking stock of what's happening here today in the front garden, and my plans for extension are brewing in my head, and I have been placing sticks to imagine what this will look like. And this is Ollie, who always brings back a stick for me. So I've been having a lot of sticks in my front yard, and as the snow kind of melted, it's exposed all these sticks, and I've been playing with the sticks to see and visualize what this bed extension could look like. So yeah, really excited. I also have someone giving me some flagstones that I will be using for the path here. I'm going to create a little path here. Probably not all the way out to the sidewalk, but a little bit kind of leading into this area, and excited to do that and plan and design that, and I will show you how that progresses. And I kind of want to rearrange a lot of these plants. These plants were all rescued last year, and I kind of placed them here because I didn't have a plan to create a bed here, but now that it has been created, I kind of noticed that the hydrangeas will need to move. I have a couple of little lime hydrangeas here as well that have taken a lot of beating, a lot of broken branches. So I think when I move them somewhere here in the interior, they will have a better chance of survival in the winter with less damage. So that's the plan for this section, and I will show you the other side of my driveway and what that is looking like. And I do have another hydrangea there, a panicle hydrangea, which also has suffered a lot of damage this winter. So I just wanted to share with you the shape that I was thinking about for my front garden bed extension. And so I was trying to visualize it using these sticks, and really essentially I'm going to create a path here leading up to the house, and then I will have like a extension here, and then I will also extend out this other bed that much more in the front, because my goal eventually is to reduce the amount of grass I have. I get a lot of sun here, and it's nice that I can grow a lot of plants here, pollinator friendly plants and lots of flowers, and that's what I love growing here. So that's what my plan is. I am planning to kind of do this project sometime in April. It depends on how soon the ground warms up and it's easy to dig. So I will edge it, and I will kind of plan that soon. And then I'm also going to find a plan to remove this yew shrub. I like that it offers privacy, but I also do not like that it blocks my front door completely and obscures the view from my porch. It's nice when you're sitting on the porch, but I think I could probably cut it all the way to the ground and let the stump just disintegrate over time, because it's going to be really hard to dig this out. It's a very old shrub. And I think I can find other ways to add privacy as well as openness to this front area. So that's the plan for now, and just wanted to show you what this is going to start to look like and shape. And it's just a project that I will undertake shortly, and I will take you along when I start this journey. And do consider subscribing to follow me along as I take you on this journey on how I kind of redesign this area a little bit, and as this garden starts to wake up. I actually recently ordered a few roses as well from David Austin, and I'm really excited to plant them in this area as well. And I have a lot of bulbs that I've been ordering, so I have a lot of material already ready to plant in these areas, and also moving a lot of these plants to fill these spots. And so yeah, more to come from me. I just wanted to walk around this morning and do a bit of an assessment and do a little bit of dreaming. And I love this time of the year with new possibilities and new dreams for your garden. And I hope everyone out there is kind of going through a similar process, and it's exciting. I'm very excited to hear the birds chirping and to finally feel warmth and sunshine out here in the garden. Here is Ollie, loving the snow and eating every last bit he can get his mouth on. He loves eating snow, and I know he's gonna miss the snowfall terribly. Although I am so ready to get in the garden, I want it all gone as soon as possible, but I think he is enjoying eating the snow and spending as much time in it. So this is the other side of the driveway. It has a bunch of mixed perennials. It has lots of yarrow, lots of echinacea. I planted a butterfly bush in there. I think this is Little Prince or Prince Charming butterfly bush, and that one is a kind of a shrub rose, but it's more of those open roses, so that's there as well. And as you can see, there is a crossing branch here. It'll need a lot of pruning, this one as well. And if you notice in here, this is my hydrangea, and it has suffered a lot of damage as well. There is stems that are broken, so this one is going to need a lot of care and pruning this year. So I have to come out here and do that. And I have a rose of Sharon back here, which I already pruned in the fall, so I think this one is good to go. And yeah, in general, a lot of my hedges need a little clipping and pruning. So I will be tackling all of that shortly, and I wanted to take you along and show you what the garden looks like today on this warm March day, and excited to kind of see signs of life and things starting to slowly wake up here. So yeah, I just wanted to take you along and show you what it was looking like this morning, and I hope everyone is having a fabulous day wherever you are. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the like button if you like this video. Thanks so much for watching.